have something.
What? Big news?
No.
What do you mean
not big news.
you can't start off the podcast like that? I'm scared.
I went and
like,
saw.
I'm moving. I'm with child. I don't know.
It will never be that. I went and saw our mom before I came to podcast here. And she just handed me a box.
She handed you a box?
Yeah.
What's in the box? You don't know?
I don't know. She said don't open it until you see your sister. So I thought we'd open it on the podcast.
What is it? Don't open it until you see your sister.
Yeah, it's a gift.
Do I open it or you open it?
It's for both of us.
Okay, you go ahead and you do the honors.
You take the lid off.
Okay.
I'm scared. She said it's breakable, so be careful. All right, it's got cute pink paper.
Oh, you're so gentle.
Because she said it's breakable.
I thought you were going to also reuse this paper.
Okay, it's wrapped very well. Okay, I have the item.
Sounds broken.
Okay, well, don't shake it. It's broken.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Did you know what they were?
No, I don't know what it is. I literally don't know.
They're candy cigarettes.
My smokes. Wait.
Wait, why did you wrap them that way?
Because you got me some smokes.
Okay, I got the Stallions.
I got the Kings. Wait. You got me the Luckies.
That's one.
That's my usual brand. I'm gonna go with the Kings.
I'm gonna try a Stallion for today while we do our first segment here.
Okay.
Honestly, wait. This is perfect for today's episode. Okay, we got our fake candy smokes.
This is absolutely perfect.
Maddie, you've talked about these a lot because they were, for some reason, a huge part of your childhood.
Listen. Okay, when you and your best friend, you got stuff to talk about. She's made a spill. You got things you need to talk about. You want to talk about the drama. You want to talk about the family. You want to talk about all the things. Go out in your driveway, sit in front of the car, and you just pop a smoke, you know?
Candy smoke,
Candy smoke, that is.
Oh my gosh.
Got it.
You're an expert at this. Okay, hold on. Does it look like I'm actually...
Yeah.
Add effects after.
So, Meg, tell me about
Not the smoker boy.
your childhood and your best memories. Actually, I've never touched a cigarette before because one time this woman came up to me on a cruise and she was talking just like this and she said, 50 years of smoking will do this to you, kid.
And I said, I will never smoke, ma'am.
I will never touch a non-candy cigarette.
Oh my gosh. Well, today we're talking about healing our inner child. That is a huge conversation that has been happening on the internet, I feel like, the last 3 years about healing our inner child and what exactly does that mean. There's lots of ways to do so, which include journaling, meditating, and like mentally taking yourself to like situations in your childhood. Really deep stuff. But today we're going to be focusing on the play of it all.
We're not your therapist, so.
No. We're not your therapist, but we are going to be talking about getting in touch with our inner child through doing activities that bring us joy.
Through the little things that bring you joy, like getting a fake pack of candy smokes.
Do you actually bite on it, by the way?
Yeah, you can eat it. Try it.
Like,
it's chalky.
it's going to hurt my teeth. It's going to break my tooth, it feels like.
Oh, really?
Wait.
It's kind of a slime.
It's almost minty. Looks cinnamony. Very bizarre texture. It's kind of ashy, like much like if you were actually eating a cigarette. Just better flavor.
Have you eaten a cigarette?
I can only imagine the texture.
I don't think they're ashy when you eat them.
I don't think you're supposed to eat them, but... So, who's eating a cigarette?
Be honest.
Be honest. Have you ever eaten a cigarette? What is the texture like? Does it crumble apart in your mouth like I'd imagine?
Do you think that there's like a certain like group of people out there who are like, that's like they constantly think about like, what would that taste like if I ate it, or what would that texture be?
I think that's how that entire show on TLC exists. Of My Strange Addiction.
Oh, you're so right.
What do you?
And Our Strange Addiction is holding fake cigarettes.
No, literally. You're like, how does someone
feel empowering?
No, I get it.
I'm changing the subject, but
I mean, I get how someone could power through a couch. Is what I'm trying to say. But yes, I also agree that
this feels good.
I think it
feels
right.
good holding a cig in your hand.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The only time I've thought about smoking is when I spent time in Europe. And I'm like, why do they look so cool doing it?
It's the aesthetic. I say it all the time, and I get absolutely roasted for it. I'm not going to pick up smoking.
No.
Okay, I just want to make that clear. But the aesthetic, I mean, look at us. We are little Parisian women. Bonjour. Croissant.
I only eat cigarettes for lunch. Sometimes I treat myself for dinner too.
No, I don't know.
Only for the breakfast is the espresso in the cigarette.
I want to be her. I want to be her. I want to be her. I guess lung cancer is a thing, though, so I'm going to put this out for now. So excuse me. Just try to give it up.
Put your cig out.
Yeah.
We need to fake a little ashtray so we can, like, you know?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I had talked to you about something childlike last night. Well, where do I want to start with this?
I think you need to confess.
Start with the meme.
Let's confess because you sent me a TikTok last night, and I think you need to talk about this TikTok.
Okay, there's a trend going on right now on TikTok where the first slide is like a screenshot of a tweet, and it's like, what is your hear me out? Like, who is your hear me out? Meaning, like, who is a person or a character that you think is like, hear me out, very attractive, actually. They're kind of hot. Like, hear me out. Spirit the horse is a hot horse. Hear me out. So that's like
the horse one is a little too far for me.
That's a popular one, though.
Is it really?
Yes. And Balto? Do you remember Balto, the dog?
The dog?
Yeah, it was, he was like a wolf or something. Balto the wolf
dog.
Or...
I know. I can picture it.
Yes.
I can picture it. Yeah.
But I came across a deep cut that unlocked something inside of me that I had just buried down in the vault. I totally forgot that
you were going to take it to your grave.
I think I was. That a 6-year-old Megan had a crush on an animated dinosaur from the Disney dinosaur movie, the Disney 2000 dinosaur movie.
Did that movie come out in 2000?
I'm pretty sure it came out in 2000. I was very young, but I remember thinking that dinosaur, what's his name? Aladar? Is a hottie.
Strong name.
Is a hottie. And I saw this and I just tears were in my eyes from laughing so hard. I couldn't believe that this unlocked this memory that was buried deep inside of me. And the amount of people in the comments, I felt so seen with something I didn't even know that I could feel seen about. Like I forgot about it.
It was something that was buried so deep that could only be triggered by someone finally saying it.
Yes.
Being strong.
Yes.
And being brave enough to stand up and say, hear me out.
Aladar, the dinosaur, is hot. Okay, but then I was showing clips to Cooper, and he was like, no, I get it. Because his face is like very human-like.
Yeah, it is very human.
You're like making a dinosaur? Hear me out.
Cheekbones, the jawline, the eyes.
Yeah.
It's very...
It's
just
given.
hear us out.
Hear us Some brave soldier said it first, and I'm glad they did, so that I can now live my truth. Here we are. But that unlocked a whole other like chain of memories around that movie. Am I saying this right? Was this one of your favorite movies growing up?
Yes, it was my favorite movie for many, many years.
Which is
many,
so
many
funny
years.
because I think it's not well received from what I can remember. Just maybe because the animation, they were trying to do something a little ahead of its time.
They were ahead of their time. They were trendsetters.
Was it CGI?
They said, we can make dinosaurs sexy.
No, that's what they were going for. Not this like realistic like experience. They're like, no, we're gonna remind people that dinosaurs can be hot
symbols, sex icons.
No, but there's like lemurs in that movie too.
I thought he has like a pet monkey or something.
No, he's raised by a family of lemurs. It's very.
I do not remember this film clearly.
Okay, I put it on last night.
You watched it last night?
Yeah, I didn't finish it. I fell asleep.
I need to watch it because I remember watching that movie on repeat.
Yeah, so
I loved that movie.
Raised by a family of lemurs, very Simba style of like, oh, we can raise him not to be a killer kind of a thing.
But he's a T-Rex?
No, he's not a T-Rex.
What is he?
I don't know what kind of. I don't know my dinosaurs. He's not a T-Rex though, because they have dinosaurs that want to eat them and are actively trying to chase them. That's like the main trauma in the movie.
Wait, Aladar? What's his
Yeah.
name? He has dinosaurs that are trying to kill him, but is it because that he's not like them?
No, it has nothing to do with that. There's a whole bunch that happens before then. His village is destroyed with meteorites, and then he runs away, and only 4 of the lemurs survive and him, and then he ends up finding other dinosaurs. He's never seen other dinosaurs. He's never seen his own. Yeah, his own
just
kind.
Like me. But how does he know what he looks like?
That's a great question. You can see maybe just his legs.
His little leggies.
There's no mirrors. His reflection in the water. There was no mirrors, but
the reflection. When will
he ends up joining this like group of dinosaurs they come across while they're trying to find a new home. And why was I? Then that's when the whole pack is getting chased down.
Okay, I got you. It's my fault. I started asking you more about this movie, and it's not important.
Yeah, it's fine. I was trying to give you the details that I could remember. It was a lot more violent than I remember, though, for like a kids movie. Like dinosaurs are actively killing each other, and I'm like, this is intense.
Maybe that's why I liked it.
The drama,
the violence. Wow. Also surprised that our mother let me watch that.
Yeah,
if it was violent.
Well, I think you are the second child. I was the first. Not saying
less
they gave
cared
up.
about.
No, they cared about you. They realized that they didn't need to be as strict with you.
Less cared about.
You already had an older sister, so you're just gonna watch what older sister's gonna watch, anyways. You know,
and it changed me for the better.
But honestly, who is the bad influence here? Because you got into candy, cigarette smoking before me, so just saying.
Not my fault, okay? I was peer pressured at school. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for sharing your truth.
Oh, yeah.
Your journey.
Well, there was more to this. Okay. I'll wrap it up. I thought it would be fun we could kind of unofficially, this is the segment, A Little Fuzzy. What are those like deep buried memories or maybe like certain like childhood toys or items that you totally forgot about that just kind of came back to the surface?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, with this realization that Aladar from the dinosaur movie is hot, that there was a toy that we were obsessed with, and I found it online just to confirm it actually existed. McDonald's was selling with their Happy Meals during the time of that movie a dinosaur puppet, and you could like collect multiple of them. And we had Aladar,
each character,
and a couple other ones. But why were we like well, of course we were. We loved puppets.
Also, yeah, we loved puppets. We were obsessed with that movie, and he was hot.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe the segment should just be called "Hear Me Out," and we just continue that each week.
Oh my gosh. Well, yes, thank you for sharing. Thank you for unlocking that memory for me and I'm sure many others.
Hopefully.
Many
there
others
are
our reach. There's dozens of us.
There was
here.
At least 15,000 people that had liked that TikTok at the time. So let's hope there's more.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, you should look him up.
Yeah.
You should.
You should do your research.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it so we're not alone. And you could be like, oh, no, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I guess we should go ahead and get right into it. We're going to be talking about, again, those childhood activities that are just good for the soul. Things that are good to do as an adult. I think sometimes, I don't know if you feel this way, Maddie, that once you hit a certain age, there's kind of like this idea that like we're not allowed to like have things we enjoy anymore or have fun. And it's cool to like have things that you're excited about and things that you enjoy and things for yourself. And I think a lot of these activities that we're going to be talking about today kind of fall under that category of just like a way to like spark some inner joy and some play.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it many times before, but just how important it is to still have fun and play.
Yeah.
And the reason we are here doing this podcast
Literally
is because we want to tap into those like fuzzy feelings And we may all be grown adults, but there still is that little child
Yes.
within you that needs these little things, I think, to find continuous joy in life. So I think we should jump into our list. We have some shared items that kind of started this conversation for us.
Yes.
Of things that we want to do. So do you want to get started, Meg?
So the first one is pretty simple, but bubbles. Something about blowing bubbles or having a
Bubble
bubble
machine.
machine. The visuals of it, the way that they pop, you could quite literally visualize your worries just popping away. I also saw someone talking about this on a TikTok, which I thought was interesting. And I was like, you know what? I buy it. That makes a lot of sense. But especially if you're just doing like bubbles old school and not using a machine, it's like good for like your breath. You're taking big, deep breaths and big, deep breaths out. And it's always good just to like, I don't know, remind yourself to breathe. And also to be able to do that with the visual of bubbles, I think it's just so fun.
Oh my gosh, there is nothing more fun than putting on some tunes,
Yeah.
having a bubble machine,
Yeah.
and just dancing in bubbles.
Yes.
Hear me out. Okay, I haven't done it since I was a kid, but but the vibes were immaculate.
I love it.
Or you know how people do like those like giant bubbles?
Yes. Yes.
We should figure out how to do that.
Wait, there's the ones where you could like, am I making this up? You could like stand and then your friends like hold it on either side and lift it up.
And lift it up.
And then you're encased in a bubble.
Wait, is that real?
I think it might be, but maybe only like, no, surely they exist for adults too.
You have to research this. Anyways, bubbles.
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 Bubbles, big yes.
I just think of the SpongeBob movie. Ain't no bubble blowing babies.
Well, you can call me a bubble blowing
I'm a
baby.
bubble blowing baby.
And I'm okay with that. All right, what was next on our shared list?
Oh my goodness. Okay. The next one was to go to Build-A-Bear. We've been talking about this for so long. There was nothing more exciting as being a kid, getting to go to Build-A-Bear, making your wish, putting it on with your little heart and putting it in the bear.
Yes.
The bubble bath where you brush him out.
Yes.
So cute. And then picking out the cutest little outfit. So that is definitely something we've talked about doing for, I don't even know how long.
I know. We just need to go do it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good for us. And also, I love the fact that you get to get like a little birth certificate.
I know. It's so cute.
With their name on it. It's so adorable.
You should get Fuzzy Pod themed Build-A-Bears.
I love it. They could hang out in the studio.
Yeah.
And be our little buddies when we want some comfort. We can hold on to them.
Or when our cameras die and we need.
That's not going to happen anymore. Listen, the first thing we're going to invest in as soon as we make money at this is a monitor, okay? Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and then what was our last one we shared?
The last shared item we had was making popsicles or snow cones. Something about a homemade popsicle that you put into those little molds.
Yes, the molds.
You could put some fresh fruit in it. I feel like this is also a super fun one to do as an adult because you could make them more
Boozy?
like that too. I was just gonna say elevated in general instead of just like, I don't know, like a sugar water that's
yeah. Like you're using real ingredients.
Yeah,
like
real
using
ingredients,
real
fruit.
fruit, real like fruit juice. Ooh.
It could be really yummy.
Some like fudge popsicles would be really fun to make too.
A chocolate popsicle would be delicious. I'm hungry. But also, I now have an attachment for my KitchenAid to make snow cones. So
wait, I thought
when
it was
you're
an
coming
ice
over,
cream.
I have both. I haven't used the snow cone one yet. It's been honestly so cold. So it's finally warming up. Except for
it's cold
JK.
again. JK.
Yeah, it's the first week of April, and our weather said, actually, we're going to go into freezing temperatures again. That's so cute of us.
We might throw some tornadoes at you.
Actually, you're going to like spend your entire day like waiting and seeing if you need to like take shelter. But then it turns out, JK, I was just messing
it's a
with
beautiful
you.
day.
Yesterday was wild, let me tell you. We had some crazy weather in Nashville. Anyways, so we need snow cones.
Do you remember the snow cone shop we'd go to growing up? How they had a pickle snow cone?
Yes.
I feel like we should make a pickle snow cone.
You know, one time.
Yeah, for the experience.
Yeah, totally. I don't need it more than that, though.
You don't know.
I don't need it more than the one time I had it.
Did you ever try it?
Yeah, it was good. I used to go like absolutely feral for some like pickle sickles, but I'm good now. I like pickles though. I do love a pickle.
She's a fake fan. She's a fake fan.
You're like all the pickle things, or you're a fake fan.
I mean,
just like all or nothing. All right, what's next on your list?
So this is kind of like a bigger one, requires more planning. But do you remember in school how we would have field days?
Yes. Yes.
I think it would be so fun to do like a field day. And the reason I like thought about this is because for Easter, we had like Easter egg hunt. We did it. We actually did it.
It was so fun.
But it was so fun because we like coupled up, and then the person who was searching for the eggs was blindfolded, and then their partner was like yelling instructions at them, like how to find the eggs. And it was just like, for me, I don't know if anyone else, but I had so much fun.
No, it was great. It was great.
Like getting to play, like, play. Like literally just feel like a child and have fun and play and not worry. And it was so much fun. And I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be so fun just to do like silly games like that and like have like an activities day. It's just like a field day from school.
Yes. I actually have been wanting to do something similar for Cooper's birthday later this year. It's like a big birthday for him. So I was thinking of doing like a Camp Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like incorporating all those type of field day games because it's just so much fun.
I don't know. Camp games and field day games were a little bit different though too, because camp is extra fun because you have lake usually.
That's true. That's true.
So it's like field day elevated.
Yeah. So I was like wiffle ball, kickball, like I don't know, a capture the flag. There's so much you can do.
There's so much to do.
Okay, I'm gonna take your field day, and with that field, I want to do a cartwheel. This is so simple and it's free. But I was at my friend's house the other day and I was just looking at her front lawn and I was like, do you ever just like want to do a cartwheel on this lawn? Like it's such a good lawn for cartwheels. And she's like, stop it right now. I literally had the urge the other day and just did it. And my kid thought it was hilarious. And I was like, oh man, that makes me feel like there's something in us. Like we long to run in a field.
Did you do the cartwheel?
I didn't do a cartwheel at her house. And I still need to do one. But I need to find like a good patch of grass. And I want to do a cartwheel, Maddie. Even if it might hurt myself. Honestly, my core's stronger these days, so it should be okay. But
I think that should be actually a part of the field day. It's a cartwheel competition.
How many can you do in a row?
Like cartwheel to the finish line.
Yeah. Hey, something here.
That is a field day activity. Tell me it's not. But this takes me into my next one is trampolining.
Yeah.
Doing flips on a trampoline.
Do you know anyone with a trampoline?
No, but I was thinking about buying one.
How much are trampolines? I actually don't know what they run like. Like what kind of investment is this?
Great question.
Are we talking like $200-$300 or like $1,000?
No, there's no way it's $1,000. I think it's like $300.
Well, here's one that's like the cheapest I'm seeing is $369.
Okay.
It's a 12-foot trampoline with a net. But the rest of them are like $899, $389, $799, $1,400. The Thunder Pro 14-foot safe trampoline. $2,000?
No.
Oh, wait, hold on. Here's one with 3.5 stars for $149. And you can pick it up curbside today. So you can make a dream come true for $200.
It's a little too much.
Might be your next Miha that's submissive.
I bought a trampoline.
Who's coming over?
But also like just chilling on a trampoline on a spring or summer day. Vibes.
That was the vibe.
All right, what's next on your list?
I'm going to bring it indoors for a second. I think it'd be so fun to have a night where we give each other Libby Lou makeovers. Now, if you aren't familiar with what Libby Lou is, it used to be a spot in the mall where birthday parties usually were held.
And we've talked about Libby Lou if you've been around.
Yeah, if you listen to I think it was our mall episode pretty early on. We talked about like the era of the mall and our favorite stores growing up. Libby Lou was a spot where you'd go for someone's birthday, a group of you, and you'd get makeovers.
Just the most garbage.
To be pop stars. They were pop star makeovers. Nice is the most garbage because we're talking pounds of glitter in your hair, okay? A very specific, sleeked, like pulled back hairstyle with like hair
with a bun
pieces.
And hair, like a hair piece.
With
like
either a spiky hair piece.
Yeah, one of those
or like a curly hair piece.
Elastic, spiky hair.
Yes. And then you'd add glitter. Honestly, it was giving Coachella before Coachella.
It was giving baby's first Coachella.
Yeah. Totally.
Coachella training.
Yes, Coachella training. Coachella light. You would become a pop star. You'd dress like a pop star and you would have like lip sync competitions.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like a mini RuPaul. Mini RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my gosh.
You're getting into full drag and then you're doing a lip sync competition. That's
RuPaul
incredible.
should open.
Oh my gosh. Collab with Libby Lou.
Yes. Yeah.
Bring
it back.
Libby Lou's back.
Bringing Libby Lou's back, sponsored by RuPaul.
Yeah. And you have other queens like helping you get ready. Teaching you.
Oh my gosh, this is a great business idea.
Maybe you like have the Libby Lou makeover night and then you go out for the night or something.
I love it.
But
I love it.
At somewhere along the line, we karaoke too.
Okay, I saved this TikTok because I was like, I wonder if Megan knows this, but you probably do. But you can like karaoke. It's something to do with the iPhone where you can like AirPlay it to your TV.
Yeah. And
but you can do
mute the vocals.
backgrounds.
Yeah.
And you can
do backgrounds.
Like you can do karaoke backgrounds. So it'll cast to your TV and it shows you on your TV and it'll do like karaoke backgrounds.
Wait, it picks you up on your camera?
Yes. Like you set up your camera.
No, I haven't seen these.
Yeah.
That's wild. You'll have to show me.
So yeah, what you're talking about, so like there's like a karaoke feature on iPhone.
I've seen that.
But you like set up your camera so then it casts you to your TV. So if you're like having a karaoke party with your friends. I literally saved this for you because I was like, Megan loves to karaoke and get everyone involved. And so I was like, this is perfect because if you have a next party and you have karaoke, then everyone can like see
themselves on the big screen.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right. My next one is I put building a pillow fort and having a movie night.
Sweet.
Which is actually something like every once in a while Ted and I will do at home and just like watch I don't know, like an old animated movie or like an old classic and get our favorite snacks, cuddle up with our little pup. And it's just super fun.
That sounds like a great evening.
Yeah.
I'm here for the pillow fort. All right, my next one. I think a coloring night is a classic, but always a great childlike activity to do. Specifically, I want to find some Lisa Frank coloring books.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be super fun. Get some wine, bring out the books, and yeah, it could be good to tie on to something like Fortnite, honestly.
Yeah. Fortnite.
Not the game. But like what Madi was talking about, the pillow fort.
Imagine doing like in 64 games or something. Too.
Yes.
No, I love that. Coloring is always so relaxing.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's one of those few activities, at least for me, where when I'm focused on it, I'm not thinking about other things, which is very rare.
Yeah. No, crafting is so good for like not thinking about how, because you're so focused on like
what's in front of you.
It's like you can't be distracted. Otherwise, you can't do that activity.
Your craft will be crap.
Yeah. Your craft will be crap. You heard it here. All right. Another crafty activity is making friendship bracelets.
Yes, that's a classic.
But not like the bead ones. Do you remember like the braid ones?
Yes. The ones you'd use like string, I guess.
Yeah. And you'd like do certain
yes.
like, I don't know, like ties and
stuff. Designs,
yeah. Yeah. I don't remember how to do those. So I was like, that'd be so fun to like see if that like memory unlocks if I like try to
Yeah.
do a friendship bracelet again.
I love that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you don't see those as much. I do feel like, like you said, the beads, they kind of came back.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And they had
Which
a moment.
are so fun. Yeah.
But yeah, what about the stringy ones? Where you would have like 11 of them on your arm.
Yeah, some might say that's more of an art form.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I don't even know where I wouldn't know where to begin. So I could agree with that. This has been on my list for a while. But I want to go experience a Rainforest Cafe once again as an adult.
I should have known this would be on your list. You've been talking about it for ages.
Some of my favorite birthdays were at the Rainforest Cafe when I was a child. And I just want to, as an adult, go in, order the chicken nuggets, order the dino chicken nuggets that I can definitely just get from the grocery store up the street and microwave myself. And get maybe a little fruity beverage of some sort and just sit
in the souvenir cup.
With the souvenir cup, look around, look at Cha-Cha, look at the cool, like, I can finally sit at the bar stools.
Not the Cha-Cha.
I can finally sit at the bar stools because I'm an adult. The ones where they're like animal butts. You know what I'm talking about?
You know.
If you know Rainforest Cafe. And
if you know, you know.
Have a drink there and sit on the bar stool and just listen to the gorillas go off whenever the rain starts.
The rain starts.
Yeah, when the thunderstorm starts. And the elephants do their thing. And I'm also just curious how this machinery
like the animatronics are
how they held up.
Yeah, how they're going, how they're doing.
I just want to check on them.
Yeah, see how they're doing. Check in, say hi.
There's not many Rainforest Cafe left. This fine establishment is a dying breed.
Like the true rainforest, they are going extinct.
Oh my gosh. You're so right.
Is it connected? Probably.
We need to take better care of the real rainforest so that we can keep the rainforest in business. Oh my god.
Okay, the way though that when you talk about the Rainforest Cafe, I can smell it.
It's kind of wet.
Yes, it's like
it smells like
moist.
It smells like an aquarium.
Musky. Yeah, like damp.
Yeah,
maybe some black mold.
Maybe a little.
It's just it's a specific scent, and I can anytime someone says Rainforest Cafe, it's like you can almost taste it.
Yeah, you can taste it. You can hear it.
I can feel it. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally.
Speaking of spiritually, before you leave, you could talk to Tracy Tree and maybe get
some sage advice.
Some good wisdom from, except for last time we visited Tracy Tree.
She was unwell.
Wait, do all locations have a Tracy Tree?
They have to.
There is a talking tree in the gift shop of Rainforest Cafe. And the last time Madison and I walked into a gift shop at Rainforest Cafe, and Tracy Tree was not doing well.
She looked sickly.
She had one eye that was closed.
It was kind of
it was giving scary baby doll. And her voice wasn't really working anymore. It was just is she talking right now? Her mouth is kind of moving. I don't really hear much noise. Tracy
I feel like that should tell you what your extended animatronic experience is gonna be like.
You're so right. The monkeys are just gonna be glitching. Oh no! Should I leave it alone in my memory? Should I not?
The elephant's gonna be.
It's gonna be struggling. They're gonna sound all in pain. All of them are gonna sound like they're dying. You're so right. It's okay. The Dino Nuggies will get me through.
Oh my gosh. Oh. No, I will go with you this year.
Okay.
To the Rainforest Cafe.
I'm talking this spring.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go with you.
Okay, yeah. It's a date.
It's a date.
Lunch
I'm
date.
Scared.
Maybe lunch.
Yeah,
dinner?
let's go. Let's not make it a dinner experience.
Happy hour.
Do they have a happy hour?
Let's find out.
Wait, the way that Rainforest, if they had the right leadership, Rainforest Cafe could have turned it all around.
Okay, speak on that more.
Well, I just feel like they could have leaned into the adults that grew up with Rainforest Cafe.
Ooh, okay, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Totally.
Don't continue to make it for kids. Make it an experience that the people who grew up with it. Nostalgia is so powerful.
Just turn it into an actually fire tiki bar.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
actually have
switch
the
to
drinks be
small
delicious.
eats.
Yeah.
Like don't do like your weird menu.
Yeah.
Like just do some actually really good like small eats options.
Take out
And
the
have
gift
some
shop.
fire cocktails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live bands every once in a while.
Yeah.
DJ sets in the rainforest.
Yeah.
DJ Toucan. I don't know.
You were there. You're getting there.
Yeah.
I don't know, Rainforest, reach out to me. I'll come up with a business plan.
She's like, we can take your final 5 locations and turn them into clubs.
Hear me out. Clubs make money.
You have like a VIP area by like
by the elephant animatronic.
Yeah.
Where you get the button that controls when it turns into the rain store.
But you're gonna say a button where like his trunk is a fountain of alcohol. Obviously, we've been to clubs. We know how clubs work. Been to 3 clubs in my life.
This is an elevated experience. Okay. This is an elevated. Like I like what you said though, like a tiki bar vibe. Like that would be so cool.
Yeah, we should just make it. You know what? When they continue to inevitably go out of business,
we buy one.
Yeah, or we buy up the animatronics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the bar stools.
Bar stools, because that's the real key.
Yes.
I already told you I wanted to buy the bar stools.
And we make a tiki bar.
Yeah.
With what month? We will get business
banks with loans.
With loans, we can start this business. We'll make a fire pitch, a fire business plan. We'll show them.
This is actually so good, though. Like, I'm laughing, but it's actually would be so good.
Oh, my gosh. A whole nostalgia bar. Okay, we'll talk.
We'll talk. What's
next on your list? Since we spent 10 minutes on the Rainforest Cafe.
I mean, that was definitely necessary. Okay, so I think it'd be so fun, because I haven't done this in so long, probably since I was like, I don't know, maybe like late teens, but like going to an arcade.
Yeah.
Like Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, totally.
Like there's some other like cooler arcades, but I kind of want to do like the chain, because I can't get into a Chuck E. Cheese anymore.
Yeah. You have to have a child legally.
Yeah.
Which that's fair. That's total. Yeah, you should.
I respect that rule. I just spit on myself.
But you want Chuck E. Cheese for adults.
I want to have a Chuck E. Cheese experience
Dave & Buster's.
without the drugged out mouse.
That's Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there still are drugged out mice, but they're just in the back.
I feel like what kind of goes along with that too is doing laser tag.
Yes. Our friends just did that recently, and I was like, I almost forgot about laser tag.
Laser tag is so fun. And I don't know if you remember, but like there was this place in Houston that like was like 2 stories.
Yes.
A laser tag place.
Yes, we would do like choir trips there.
So fun.
Yeah.
Like so fun.
Do we have anything like that in Nashville? We need to look into that.
I haven't looked into it, but I just was like remembering that place, and I was like, that was so fun. Kind of similar to the Rainforest Cafe. When I think about laser tag, though, I think of like the smell of like dirty feet, like athlete's foot kind of vibes.
Totally. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about laser tag.
It's just
you're wearing your shoes, but it just like
musty.
Smells.
Maybe the vest don't ever get washed, like ever.
No, it just smells like sweaty.
Oh, and those controllers, the shooter guns, they've never been washed ever.
We'll just bring our own Lysol.
Yeah, but we need to do that. That sounds so fun.
It'd be so fun.
You know, they sell sets where you can have like the gear outside the space. Like if you know someone with a lot of property, set it up like laser tag in the woods, basically. I've only done that once as a kid, and it was so scary but so fun.
Oh my gosh, I would definitely get injured, but it'd be worth it.
I definitely tripped a few times, and I peed myself in fear, but someone ran up behind me.
Who of us hasn't?
We've all peed a little in our pants at some point, okay?
Side
Especially
note,
when we were scared.
This person, so when we were driving earlier, this person cut us off, and she flipped us off because Ted honked at her because she literally was about to hit us. And I literally was like, she better have to poop really bad. And then I was like, I hope she poops herself.
After she gave it the finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, anytime I've seen someone driving like a fool on the road, I'm like, the only pass you get from me is you are literally about to poop your pants. That's the only pass you get.
And then I started thinking, I was like, you know what? she deserves to poop her pants with the way she was acting.
Yeah, if you have time to flip someone off, flip. If you have time to flip someone off,
flicking is like,
yeah. You don't have to poop that bad.
that's what I'm saying. If
You're just
you
being a jerk.
have the wherewithal to flip someone off, the poop is not that urgent.
Yeah.
So then at that point, I was like, I hope you poop your pants.
Yeah, you're a jerk.
Because you deserve it at this point.
Yeah.
And we decided that was like a fair punishment for people. Like that we should be wishing that on more people because
that's the kind of karma you're looking for.
Because here's the thing. It doesn't really affect anyone else. It's really more of like an annoyance to them.
No, I mean,
but it doesn't
it could
hurt them.
affect someone else depending on where they're at.
Very true. But like if they're alone, it really is only an inconvenience for them.
Totally.
Because what do? You just throw your pants away, you know?
I don't know. I've never done it. It's my biggest fear.
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, it's my biggest fear because more people than you realize have done it.
Yeah, no, it can happen.
I know multiple people that have done this.
Yeah, it's happened.
It happens.
It happens. But like, it is an inconvenience, but it's not like gonna ruin their lives.
Okay, moving on.
Well, I won't wish it on you.
Thank you for that. On that note, would do any of these tie in? Fly a kite. I would love to fly a kite. I think the last time I
go fly a kite.
Everything reminds us of a song.
Of a Disney song.
I would love to go do that because I think the last time I flew a kite, I was probably 8 or 9. It was forever ago.
I can't remember the last time I flew a kite either.
And I feel like we have good enough windy weather here to be
able to do it.
Yeah. So catch me buying a butterfly kite. I feel like I want a big butterfly.
Yeah.
Take it to the park and just, let it rip.
I love it. Let her rip. I feel like kites are deceiving.
In what way?
Deceivingly difficult to get up in the air.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were they're deceiving because I thought that was a real butterfly.
Because you tricked me and I thought it was a real butterfly.
And that's deceiving. I thought that's what you meant at first. No, that makes way more sense.
I mean, they're deceivingly difficult to actually get up in the air.
No, probably are.
Imagine you're flying your kite and you just up style. It just sweeps you up.
It starts carrying me.
It starts carrying you to the falls.
I'm going to need someone there with me to be able to grab me in case that happens. In case of emergency. I need Cooper's tall enough.
Oh my gosh.
Tie a little string.
You should just have him waiting in a tree in case you take off really fast.
I was thinking I have a string around my waist that's really long so you can grab onto it.
Oh, yeah. But then the string's just gonna...
Rope?
No, I think he has to be tied to you, tethered.
Tethered. Okay. What if it takes both of us?
It won't. It won't. A single butterfly? It won't.
What's your next one? Because we spent so much time on Rainforest Cafe and pooping pants karma.
These were important topics. Okay, I'm gonna loop these together. But a slip and slide.
Oh yeah.
And doing a pool day.
Yes. Amen. We need a friend with a pool first.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can also buy day passes. I was telling Ted about this. Yeah.
Yes.
To hotels to use their pool or use their spa or whatever. And I feel like that would be worth it for a day.
Okay, this is a simple one, but it means a lot to me.
Why is this emotional? This is simple, but it means a lot to me.
It's not emotional, but listen to more Hillary Duff.
Sites.
What'd you say?
Is it visiting grave sites?
No, what the hell? Listen to more Hillary Duff.
Oh, I've been doing that recently.
The Queen.
It's so good.
Those old songs, especially, I think it's the album, I think it's called Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis,
Oh my gosh, they just hit.
So you're really in your butterfly era.
I guess so.
Metamorphosis. Are you also
gonna
get
album?
A butterfly tramp stamp?
No, don't let me get a tramp stamp. You know what?
You've tried to convince me to let you get a tramp stamp 3 times.
Well, no one needs to let me get one, but
you know it's wrong. That's what I'm saying. You know it would be a regret. So that's why you're saying, should I do this?
I wanted to hear people's opinions. You were the one that talked me out of it because you're one day you're gonna be like that old Thea at the party and you're gonna bend over and everyone's gonna see your little bear heart that you have on your back or something. And she was like, "Is that what you want?" And I was like, "Actually, yes." So, anyways, here's my tattoo reveal. No, just kidding. I definitely have gotten way more hidden with my tattoos, though. Way more hidden. But yeah, listen to more Hillary Duff. Come Clean. That song just let the rain fall down. You just feel
so
something.
good. Yeah, it makes you feel something for sure.
Yeah.
Also been listening to So Yesterday a lot.
Yes. So good.
It's so good.
Hillary Duff has so many like huge hits from our childhood.
I just love that it's like mostly not her voice though.
It's definitely not. It's so wild. It's
We
like,
need more Hillary Duff music though.
we do. We need more Hillary Duff music, but that's wild. Listening back, you're like, that is like 3 different vocalists, like all just Frankenstein together.
Yeah, you're like, that is not one voice.
Maybe that's the secret sauce, though.
I
to
mean,
a
they
hit.
are bangers. They still hit.
That's the secret sauce.
All right. Another one that I put down on my list was to watch morning cartoons and eat a classic kid breakfast that we would have
Yes.
growing up. Whether that's like Eggos
Yes.
or toaster strudels.
You loved
or-
those.
Oh my gosh, I still love a toaster strudel.
Go-to cereal.
Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah,
Lucky Charms?
I think so.
Or you had the marshmallow mateys.
Yeah, the off-brand one, just because
Yeah.
the cereal had more sugar on it.
Yeah.
It was a little better.
Yeah.
I also really love just a Honey Nut Cheerio, though.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget about Cheerios? My brain was just like stuck on the marshmallow mateys because that was like kind of later.
Yeah.
You really loved those. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna loop in my like last few together. The next one is go to Disneyland and wear Mickey or Minnie ears. This is something that I already do, but I know that it brings me like so much joy, and so I just want to continue doing this. I also want to go visit an American Girl doll store because much like the Rainforest Cafe, also a dying breed, and I think it would just be fun just to go see the dolls and just kind of wander around. I don't necessarily need to have the whole tea experience, but just kind of want to step into one again just for the nostalgia. I don't even know if this next one is possible, but I also want to adopt a Webkinz, but see if there's like one of the old style Webkinz, like the ones we grew up with, that there's like an unused code
Oh, I'm sure.
that you could adopt without it being like super expensive. I'm not trying to spend more than $20 on that.
Yeah.
But I think it'd just be so fun to go through the experience of adopting a Webkinz again.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That'd be so fun.
With like the penguin lady. What was her name? That worked at the adoption agency.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that'd be super fun as an adult just to log back into my Webkinz and get a new one. And then finally, another one that I already do, but just kind of want to continue with because I realize it's just so fun to do, is kind of continuing. I just dropped my phone. Kind of continuing with the Y2K fashion, like parts of it,
Yeah.
and just using that as inspiration for my wardrobe. Like, I think that was something, obviously it was such a huge trend, but I think like pieces from that will always kind of like stick with me and be a part of like my style going forward.
Well, kind of bouncing off that, I'll do my last kind of few as well. But I want to do like, remember like going when we go to school, how you have like a first day of school outfit?
Yes.
I think it'd be so fun to incorporate that, but for like the seasons. So like
Yeah.
having like planning for like the first day of summer.
Yes.
And like having a very like particular like outfit that I like pick out. And
That's so cute.
because I remember just having like so much fun with like doing that at school, like for school, and like school was never something I was like excited to go to. And so that kind of like was something that I think was exciting to me to make school like feel fun and be like, okay,
Yeah.
like there's parts of this that I can enjoy even if like the actual school part is giving me tummy aches.
Yeah. This is something I can control too.
Yeah.
I can pick out like what top I'm going to wear today and like what I feel good in.
And like how I'm going to accessorize. And yeah. So anyways, I want to start doing that because I think that'd be so fun. I also wrote down going out to get an ice cream cone.
Yes.
It's just so wholesome to do that. Sonic on a summer day.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Nothing hits better
I want
than
a chili
getting
dog.
Sonic. And bike rides.
You still have your bike, right?
Kind of.
Kind of. It needs some work
Yeah. And I don't know anyone else who has a bike, so I'd have to go by myself.
to go to the bike store.
No, like I'd have to go by myself on bike
No,
rides.
I know. I want a bike. I go with you. Mine didn't make it in the move. It's the whole thing.
I think I want to find like some trails or something to go on bike rides.
Yeah.
But
I prefer trails for bike rides as well.
yeah.
Actually, where we used to live in the Bay, they had some of the best biking trails.
Yeah.
you would feel like you were out in the Shire
Yeah, it was so cool.
for some of the
Yeah.
portions. And I like when it's designated because you don't have to stress
Yes.
about cars or like.
Yeah, I don't want to be stressed about cars.
No.
I'm like, I'm not trying to get
I don't
an
trust
accident because,
anyone.
I also don't trust myself enough on a bike to be.
Also, one of the last times I rode a bike, it's been years. I was with our aunt. Actually, it was the two of us. We were out for a bike ride in that kind of area, but there is a section where we had to be along the street, but we were like in a bike lane.
Yeah.
And these group of teenagers, which you had to have prepared this. I was so confused. Drove by and were throwing water balloons at us while we're on a bike. That is so dangerous and rude. And like,
That is
also,
so
what is in them?
rude.
I'm assuming thankfully, I think it was just water. But I was like,
Ew.
isn't that awful?
That's horrible. Call the police.
I was like, this is a crime.
Wait, water balloon fights.
Yeah, you brought this up a couple weeks ago too.
I know, we need to figure out if there's biodegradable. Because a little plastic.
I think there are some that are reusable somehow. Like you throw them and the water comes out, but they don't break.
Okay, that would
We'll
make
look it
sense.
up after this.
Silly string.
Silly string. That's also, what is that
It's
stuff?
probably horrible for
Oh,
you.
I could think about the
The
smell.
smell of it, yeah.
Yeah, it has such a distinct smell.
Gotta be toxic.
It has to. Oh, silly string, balloonies, whatever. Those are all so toxic. Flarp.
Flarp. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do you remember the what was it? Oh gosh.
Floam?
The floam.
Really?
Yes, it really is floam.
I just sent it. I was like,
It's a floam.
I kind of Floam was a little later on.
Let's see
Like
when
it wasn't
floam,
quite my childhood, but it felt more like yours.
when
but
was
you-
floam?
But people went feral for some Floam.
Floam 1994.
Oh, I lie. Floam was definitely around when I was a child. Why did it feel like it didn't pick up until way later, though?
Oh my gosh, I'd love to get my hands on some of this.
Ooh. Yes, I agree.
Right? It just
The texture.
the texture.
It's one of those, it's the oddly satisfying.
Oh my gosh, I forgot you could decorate with it.
Oh my gosh, we got to get some Floam. Anyways, well, thank you so much I'm just going to grab another cigarette real quick.
Grab our smokes.
Joining us for another episode of the Fuzzy Pod. You know, it was so great getting to just talk about all the things. I was going to say go down memory lane because in a way we are. We talk about those activities we did as a kid that we want to bring back around. And
Oh yeah.
I think for me, Rainforest Cafe is the top of my list.
And I'm living it right now with these candy cigarettes. But thank you guys for watching and tuning in today.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave a comment and a review.
What she said, be sure to leave us a comment, rate, review, and we will see you next week for another episode of the Fuzzy Pod. Bye.
Bye.